Man, today's episode was an excruciating episode for our homie Senpai. Not only did he have to deal with the constant tease, that he loves, obviously, he loves it, from Nagatoro, he had to get bothered with Tweedledee and Tweedledum over here. It was wild because obviously he was expecting Nagatoro to come in there, but it was the two homies of Nagatoro whose names I don't know yet, and I don't even think we figured it out. But hell yeah, Tweedledee and Tweedledum made Senpai's day a living hell. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Damo Senpai, and we are here to review episode 4 of Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro. If you are new to the channel and have yet to subscribe, make sure you go down below, hit the link in the description or the red subscribe button. Either one to help me towards that cause of reaching my goal of 10K by the end of the year. So I want to have 10K subs by the end of the year. And if you are new to my TikTok, make sure y'all hit that follow button, or just if you're coming from TikTok, hit that subscribe button. The link is a lot easier because the link in the description is my link tree. And when I tell you, the link tree does everything for you, and you get a cool ass background to look at. Why would you want to check out the link tree? It takes you to my TikTok. It takes you to, well, basically, it takes you to all my socials that you need to follow me on to keep up with the things that I have going on every day. If you truly wish to support me, that's what the link tree is. Obviously, it'll take you to TikTok, it'll take you to Twitter, it'll take you to my Twitch. Damn, it's crazy they all start with T's. And it'll take you to my YouTube channel and help you subscribe as well. It's a really, really dope sort of website for me. And you can support me on there by, donating to my coffee, buying me a coffee here and there. It'll takes me a long way. Eventually, that's where my public Discord's gonna be, and Patreon eventually, right? We'll eventually do a Patreon thing, but we're not gonna do that for years to come. But hell yeah, let's get into this Nagatoro episode. So we start off, Senpai, he's just chilling. He's eating his lunch, and all of a sudden, he hears the door open, and he's like, oh man, here comes Nagatoro again. Nagatoro coming to do the usual bothering of my quiet life in the art room, which I love to be in because I'm an artist. Lo and behold, it's Tweedledee and Tweedledum. That's just gonna be their names from now on. I'll probably alternate between Nagatoro's homies and Tweedledee and Tweedledum. So they come in there bothering him like, oh, so this is the loner room, blah, 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 blah. And my homie Senpai is just like, oh, you guys can't just come in here. This is my spot to chill, and it's my club room. And then they get to asking him about titties, which is a ridiculous thing to ask somebody, especially if they're a virgin. Especially, if it's a high school student, because you're gonna make them self-conscious. You're gonna make them, anxious. The anxiety is gonna fly through the roof. High school is a dangerous place. So they started asking him about that, if he's ever touched some, and he's like, nah, man, I ain't never did that. I don't want to do that. Please don't make me do that. And they're like, oh man, yeah, you're a virgin. Haha, so funny, so funny. Knowing it's super easy to make Senpai cry, right? Like he cries, he cries when you just tickle him. You know what kind of cry it is. It's one of them enjoying cries, right? So my boy Senpai tries to get out of there. Skit scat. He's trying to skedaddle out of there. And the face that he makes while he's running absolutely murdered me. He gets captured by Tweedledum, and here comes Tweedledee flexing the titties in the on the screen like, oh, you're gonna grab him now. And he's like, no, please, I don't want to do this. Don't make me do this. I don't want to do it. So then he, it's just like that moment when the little fish went out and touched the butt. I touched the butt. And it was sort of the same bit of like suspense too, because you didn't know what was gonna happen. And then all of a sudden she pulls these bean pies out. Bean buns, bean pies, whatever the hell you want to call them. It's something similar to that. And then they're sitting there, you did this. And here comes Nagatoro. Oh, so you out here touching titties. And the face that she makes was absolutely brilliant, dude. It was so funny. It worked. Because I used that same one for the thumbnail of this video. She was hella pissed, right? Hella pissed. Fast forward, they dip, right? Tweedledee and Tweedledum get the hell out of there because they do not want to face the wrath of Nagatoro. Nagatoro was about to tear them apart, because you've seen in previous episodes when they would try to get a little cozy with him, she'll lose her shit, right? Because he is nobody else's, right? She is a territorial type of woman. Well, kid, I should say. Teenager, whatever the fuck they are. Senpai and Nagatoro sitting there, she's like, you touched the titties. I bet you liked it, huh? Yeah, you did all that. And Senpai's like, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. It was bean buns. That's all it was. The look of relief on Nagatoro's face was hella telling about, you know, how she feels about him and that she really, really fucks with Senpai. So they go through that whole ordeal. And she's like, all right, well, if you did that with them, you're gonna do that with me. Now I'm gonna need you to tell me the difference between a rare supreme bean bun and a regular one. And I'm gonna need you to tell the difference. So he agrees to it. Gets to touching on the bun, right? But the thing is, the bun slipped out a minute ago, so he touching all titty. And it's like, oh no, I can't believe this is happening. Nagatoro is flipping the fuck out, right? She's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna take it. And then Senpai pulls up, that's the special bun. And it was the titty. That whole sequence was hilarious. And then we fast forward to the next segment of the episode, and Senpai's in there like, all right, well, I'm over here waiting on Nagatoro because she said she wanted me to draw today. And he's out there looking in admiration, right, at the baseball player because he's always wanted to be appreciated at some point. Nagatoro pops up, right? She just pops up out of nowhere and starts schooling him on that topic because she's like, well, to be appreciated or even acknowledged, you need to appreciate and or acknowledge people. But Senpai's just like, oh man, I don't have any qualities that people like. You know, I don't have any redeeming qualities, so I kind of don't want to talk about that. So then Nagatoro's like, look, I'm gonna help you out. You gonna sit here and appreciate me, talk good about me, and then I'll return the favor. He starts, you know, acknowledging all her good sides and starts saying some funny shit. And then the thing that catches Nagatoro off guard, he was just like, that kick that you did the other day, that shit was badass. And that caught her off guard because she wasn't expecting any of that. Not to mention, I forgot to bring up the fact that she brought a fucking couch into the classroom. That leads into her laying on the couch, being tired, and it's just like, oh, I'm gonna take a nap. And Senpai gets to, you know, he gets motivated and he starts drawing her. It's like, oh man, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. She says something key that I think is gonna come into play a little later, and she's just like, Senpai, why can't you just be a little more, and falls asleep. So, she's probably like, why can't you be a little more assertive or a little more manly? Something along those lines, but I don't think Senpai was thinking there just yet. So like I said, that led into the drawing, and he's like, oh man, I kind of rushed it, and I would hate for Nagatoro to see this. She was already up behind his ass. Already up behind him. And she really, really liked the picture because I'm pretty sure she could tell that, you know, he really tried to draw that. And he did excellent to me. It didn't seem really that rushed. It seemed like a sketch. And then she's like, okay, here's your reward. Man, it's so fucked up. So I'm pretty sure that's gonna eventually like lead to an actual kiss, right? Because she did it before, she flicked his ass, and now she made him kiss a little toy. I'm pretty sure this is eventually going to lead to an actual kiss between the two. Like when the relationship becomes a real relationship. But yeah, that's how the episode ended. I enjoyed the hell out of this episode. They're starting to lead into more of him, like Senpai eventually snapping, right? It's gonna eventually play out to be like that, and Nagatoro's gonna have to be the one to, you know, keep him from doing that or calm him down when it happens. But let me know in the comment section below what you thought about this episode. Did you enjoy it? Was it to your liking? Was it funny at all? Because to me, it was hilarious, especially all the faces that Nagatoro was making the entire episode. Man, I thought that shit was hilarious. But as always, it's your boy Damo Senpai, and I will see you guys in the next video.